What's going on, music makers? It's your boy Fly Guy J, and I'm back with another video. Now today, we're going to dig in a little deeper into Loopcloud 5, and we're going to check out two of the free plugins that come with your Loopcloud subscription. The first one is Loopcloud Drum, and the second being Loopcloud Play. Now, if it's your first time stopping by the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you can get notifications of future tutorials and reviews that I end up posting on my YouTube channel. And don't forget to enter my Loopcloud 5 giveaway. I'll put a link in the description that you can click to go ahead and enter for your chance to win a 6-month studio plan membership to Loopcloud, plus 1,000 points that you can use to spend on sounds to put in your Loopcloud library. All right, let's get into it. So I've got Loopcloud pulled up, and I scroll down to the Loopcloud Drum Pack section, and they also have the Loopcloud Play Pack section. Now, the Loopcloud Drum is a plugin that you can use in your DAW to emulate a drum machine. It has 16 pads. Each of them are assignable to a different sound that you can find from Loopcloud, or with the latest update, they also now allow you to upload your own samples into the pads as well. You can go to the Loopcloud website and browse different kits and load them up in the Loopcloud Drum. The Loopcloud Play is a synthesizer instrument plugin that you can load in your DAW and load up different patches such as guitars, bass sounds, strings, pianos, and there's just a bunch of sounds that are curated, again, that you can download and use right along inside of your DAW. Now I've got Maschine loaded up, and I'm going to go ahead and load up the Loopcloud Drum plugin. I'm going to put that on sound 1 of my drum track. So you browse for loopmasters, and then you go to the Loopcloud Drum plugin. Double click on it, and it pulls up the interface. So this is the Loopcloud Drum interface. As you can see, you have your 16 pads here. If you click on the pads, you can hear the different sounds that are part of the kit. You could also go and get more and browse for different samples. Or you can go right to Loopcloud, search for Loopcloud Drum, and then sort different sounds here. Or you could click on this here and sort for the free presets that come with it and sort through those. Again, the cool thing about this is it syncs with your DAW. So if I go to Maschine, I can change the tempo of my project. Back here, I'll change this to 78. And this will automatically sync. So if I hit play, it's automatically synced to 78. I go back, I can speed it up to 120. Hey. So that's pretty cool, man, because I haven't even spent anything on any sounds, and I'm able to go ahead and browse and see if this drum kit is going to fit with whatever I already have working in my DAW. So let's go ahead and let's start building a drum groove with one of these kits, and let's put a beat together. So I'm going to start with this hip hop kit right here, and if I hit play in my DAW, this is the default loop that's already generated by Loopcloud. I want to go ahead and clear that pattern out. So if you go down here to this copy clear button, go to clear all, and that will get rid of all the programming that was already done. And now we can go ahead and create our own rhythm. You can either play by the keyboard, or you can use this programmer down here. For the sake of this tutorial, let's go ahead and use the step sequencer. We'll lay down this snare sound. Put one there, and then we'll put one here, slightly lower. We'll do a kick, and one slightly lower. We'll use this open hat sound here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's copy this to pattern B. We'll copy all of A to pattern B, and then we'll press play, and we'll see what we got. Alright, so I want to go ahead and add some more sounds to this. I'll let it loop. We'll go to this snare here. And on part B, I want that to hit again. Maybe here. Yeah. So as you can see, it's switching back between pattern A and pattern B because we have this A-B link button. Or we could say repeat pattern A 3 times and then repeat pattern B 1 time at the end by clicking this. For now, let's keep it on A-B and let's build the rest of this beat. Now let's go ahead and open up the Loopcloud Play plugin and see if we can get a melody going to go along with these drums. So we'll close out of the Loopcloud drum, and then we'll go to our melody track, and we'll load up Loopmasters Loopcloud Play plugin. Double click it to open it up, and here's the interface for the Loopcloud Play instrument. Again, you can search by sound, or you can go to the presets and browse all the different presets they have. So I'm going to go ahead and let our drum rhythm play, and then we're just going to search for some sounds, maybe a keyboard piano sound. I like this sound. Yeah, I like that. Let's go. Alright, let's add to that. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to quantize these a little bit. Let's shift these up an octave. So now we got this, and then we'll add some bass notes in here. Drag this out a little bit. So let's pull the plugin back up and then take a look at some of the controls that we can alter here. More reverb, less reverb, chorus, delay. You get some distortion with the bass if you do that. So those are the basic controls that they have on the front page of the interface. If you wanted to dig in even deeper, you can click on this edit button, and there's a whole plethora of controls back here you can play with, plus some effects, reverb, different reverbs, different chorus effects, wobble, phase, different delays, bunch of controls back here where you can really tweak this sound and create something probably even totally different. So I want to head out of here. Let's play that loop again. It's giving me kind of a old school vibe. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this Waves Factory cassette plugin on it. If you haven't seen my Waves Factory cassette review, definitely check it out. I'll put a link in the description. Matter of fact, I'll throw a link up here you can just click on if you want to check that out. I like the way that sounds. We got some static, some noise in there, a little dust crackle. Gives it that lo-fi vibe. Let's turn this down some in the mixer. All right, let's go back to Loopcloud Play and let's try to find another sound we could add to this melody. So I'll go to sound number 2 and we'll load another instance of Loopcloud Play. And let's see what we can find. Maybe some kind of, let's try a vocal, see what they got. Oh, that's dope. Yeah, I'm gonna use this right here. All right, let's go ahead and record a melody. So I wanted to go ahead and add a bass line to this. So I went to Loopcloud and I found this sound here, this thug bass. So I typed in one shots, bass, genre, hip hop. And then this is the sound here. It's already in my cloud because I purchased it. And all I would have to do is simply drag that from Loopcloud and then drop it here. Now it's locked and loaded and ready to go. So what I did is I took the bass notes from the original melody we started with and I pasted it into sound 3 where we just loaded that bass sound. And basically what we created was this. Hey. All right, so we got a basic loop, and now what I want to do is I want to export the drum loops that we created here. I want to export that from Loopcloud Drum and get it into our DAW. So in order to do that, they have this export button. You click on this guy and you can render the audio out and drop it into your DAW. So we can drag either just the MIDI out and then add our own sounds, or we could drag the sample, individual samples, or we can drag the entire mix. In order to get full control over my mix, what I would do is I would export each sound individually so that I have individual control of what plugins, what effects I want to put on each sound in the drum loop. But for the sake of this tutorial, we'll export just the audio mix down. So let's click render audio. And now we have the wave file. And let's drag this into Maschine. We'll drag this into Sound 4. So there we have it. Let's go to pattern 2. Let's add our drums in. Now let's play our loop back. So along with the export functions and the latest upgrade, they also have this import function, which now allows you to load your own samples onto these drum pads. So for example, if you wanted to change this bass sound out, you can click on the import button and then browse Loopcloud. Find the sound. So let's search for one shots, maybe a crash. So let's say we wanted that crash there. We could download it. Now it's in the cloud. We'll drag that over to Maschine. And we'll drag it onto this sample here. And now we have the crash there. So that's a pretty cool feature that allows you to customize these kits. And then you could save this kit and keep it in your user library. So I also wanted to go ahead and beef up the percussion of the drum loop that we had. So again, I went to Loopcloud. I found a percussion loop and I dragged it over into Maschine. I'll give you a preview of that loop. So all together with the drums and melody we already had, we get this. Dope. So this beat is really giving me that Benny the Butcher Griselda vibe, you know. I'm from Rochester, New York myself, which isn't too far from Buffalo. So I gotta salute the whole Buffalo. Shout out to that whole Griselda movement. I could also hear Rochester's own 38 Special on this joint. So what I wanted to try to do is find an acapella that I could slice up and chop to create a hook that might fit that whole style of music. So I'll show you what I did. So I went back to Loopcloud and we're gonna search by vocals, acapella. And then we'll filter these by hip hop and rap.
Name buzzing out of models wanna swallow mine. So in the back to 23s like my olive 9s.
So this is the sample that I ended up using. But what I did is to make sure the pitch matches our pitch of our beat, I changed this to C sharp. And now it automatically pitches to C sharp. Play that back again.
Name buzzing out of models wanna swallow mine. So in the back to 23s like my olive 9s.
Boom. Now I can download this, which I've done, and drag it into Maschine. I dragged it here.
Name buzzing out of models wanna swallow mine.
And I chopped it into 3 sections that I can control on my MIDI controller.
Name buzzing out of models, name buzzing. So in the back to 20 like my olive 9s.
And then I put together a little arrangement to create this hook right here.
Name buzzing out of models wanna swallow mine. So in the back to 23s like my olive 9s. Like my olive 9s. Name buzzing out of models wanna swallow mine. Name buzzing out of models wanna swallow mine. So in the back to 23s like my olive 9s. Like my olive 9s. So in the back to 23s like my olive 9s.
You could hear I went in Maschine, I added a couple effects on there. I added this RC24 reverb and a beat delay. So there you go. For this beat, we've utilized loops from Loopcloud. We've utilized the Loopcloud drum, and we've also utilized the Loopcloud play. So all together, this is what we got. just another day in the life of a fly guy.
Name buzzing out of models wanna swallow mine. So in the back to 23s like my olive nines. Like my olive nines. Name buzzing out of models wanna swallow mine. Name buzzing out of models wanna swallow mine. So in the back to 23s like my olive nines. Like my olive nines. So in the back to 23s like my olive nines.
Dope. Thanks for stopping by the channel today. If you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed the beat, or if you learned something new today, give me a thumbs up, drop a comment, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and stay tuned. Don't forget, enter the Loopcloud 5 giveaway. There's a link in the description you can click to go ahead and enter. I'm giving away a 6-month studio plan membership plus 1,000 points that you can use to go and spend on some of those sounds that I showed you in the video today. Until next time, keep creating, keep learning, stay grinding, and have fun. I'm out.
Name buzzing out of models wanna swallow mine. So in the back to 23s like my olive nines. Like my olive nines. Name buzzing out of models wanna swallow mine. Name buzzing out of models wanna swallow mine. So in the back to 23s like my olive nines. Like my olive nines. So in the back to 23s like my olive nines.